In part 1, we trace the patterns of how ideology spreads through conquest, culture, and demography. But today we go deeper. This is part 2 of our special report on Islamic influence, where ideology becomes infrastructure and history echoes into the present. Empires fall, institutions rot, but ideas, when rooted deep enough, wait. And when the moment's right, they return. Every few generations, Islamic revivalism reemerges. Not always militant, but always corrective. A return to purity, a rejection of dilution. Wahhabism in the 18th century, Deobandis in colonial India, the Muslim Brotherhood in the 20th, Salafists and jihadists in the 21st. Some seek law, others seek power, but all of them echo the same pattern: renewal through identity, stability through doctrine. This isn't accidental, it's a theological engine, self-regulating, self-replicating. When pressure mounts, it activates. Where empires crumble and cultures fracture, revival takes root. Because systems fail, but belief adapts. When war fades and politics stall, demographics take over. Not with no's, but with numbers. Across Europe and North America, Muslim diaspora communities consistently show higher birth rates, lower assimilation, and strong intergenerational religious retention. With every generation, the infrastructure grows: mosques, schools, religious councils, media networks. In the West, conversion trends tell a parallel story. African American and Latino populations make up the fastest growing segments of Islam in the US. The result isn't always visible, until it's political. Voting blocs, cultural influence, and the quiet normalization of parallel systems. This isn't an invasion, it's endurance, and demography, as history proves, always wins the long game. Wherever Islamic communities gain roots, another system soon follows: legal dualism. In the UK, over 80 Sharia arbitration councils operate today. In parts of Canada and Nigeria, Islamic personal law functions parallel to civil law. These bodies handle family matters: divorce, custody, inheritance, based not on local statutes, but on religious interpretation. This isn't lawlessness, it's a sanctioned alternative. But with different rules come different consequences. Critics argue these systems often disadvantage women. Supporters call it cultural autonomy. Governments hesitate, caught between secular law and pluralism. In quiet increments, Islamic legal frameworks evolve within secular nations, not by force, but by familiarity and function. Borders divide states, but belief often ignores them. The idea of the Ummah, the global Muslim community, binds millions across continents. From Gaza to Xinjiang, from Myanmar to Kashmir, international Muslim solidarity is no longer a hope, it's a habit. Social media movements, donation chains, Friday sermons, and diaspora networks. The connective tissue of belief now spans fiber optics. Humanitarian relief becomes ideological support. Outrage becomes organized funding. Injustice becomes alignment. This isn't just compassion, it's coordination. And the line between religious concern and political force grows thinner with each conflict. The Ummah doesn't need a capital, it needs only a cause, and when one sparks, it lights embers in cities you'd least expect. Patterns aren't isolated, they're layered, demographic, legal, ideological, and they're strategic. Even if no one admits it, census shifts become voting shifts. Religious law becomes arbitration. Solidarity becomes leverage. In multicultural democracies, these currents don't look like conquest. They look like coexistence, until they start rewriting norms. The danger isn't the faith, it's the imbalance. When one system expands and others shrink or surrender. Frontline isn't just in war zones anymore. It's in neighborhoods, courts, classrooms, and digital platforms. Because in every system, when one ideology leaves no room for another, it invites resistance. The universe doesn't rest in imbalance. It realigns, sometimes gently, sometimes not.
You're watching Cookies Fables by Norris DePaulo, where truth cuts through the noise and the conversations actually mean something. But what you will see here, that's just the tip of the iceberg. For behind-the-scenes content, exclusive deep dives, and the unfiltered discussions we can't always air here, head over to our Patreon page. Right now, membership is completely free, so now's the time to jump in. Join the conversation and become part of a growing community that's not afraid to ask those hard questions. You'll find the link in the description and pinned comment. Just tap it and you're in. That's patreon.com/cookiesfables by Norris DePaulo.